Alright. Unfinished business. It's Skyroads. It's way too loud in my speakers. Turn this down. Turn that back. There we go, there we go. I've got this whole mixer panel off to the side. It's completely unnecessary. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna play one level, just one level of Skyroads. I got everything else. Just need to play one level, that's all. Only one. Put some socks on, it's a little chilly in here. Get my Skyroads socks on. And I'll be good to go. It might be. It might be. There's only one level. There's only one level to do, but it is a level. It is a... I'm trying to get this microphone in just the right spot. Okay, there we go. I think this is good. This should be good. Alright. Anybody remember this level? I'll be changing it up. I'll be changing up the music every so often, just so we don't get sick of one track over and over. First try, every try. Whoops. It's okay though. This is a fun game. This is a fun game, which is why I'm coming back to it, why I'm going to finish this level. Whoops. And then eventually I will play this again at some point. Whoops. Getting messed up on that. On a weird spot. I didn't have trouble with that last time I was playing this. That's where I had most of my trouble. How's it looking on stream, anyway? I think the frame rate on stream might be a little fucked. Because it's not running at 70 hertz. Yeah, there is a I'm like reading chat and just jumping off into oblivion. There is a Christmas Skyroads. I do not have it installed right now. Whoops. Too late. Also, hello, Space Mister, Lieutenant Colonel Lag, anyone else I missed? Welcome. Just getting warmed up. This is just a warm-up, folks. I'm not even remembering to do the thing that, like, prevents me from randomly exploding, which is, like, just go to the right a teensy bit. If you're seeing VSync tearing, that's good, because it means that it's not, like, stuttering a bunch of frames out. But, it's running at 5994, where it should be running at 70 hertz or something. It looks a little choppy on my OBS, but hey, if it looks fine on the stream, that's all that matters. The viewers, and they're having a good time. That's all that matters, folks. Whoops. Oh, Mortis, I didn't read your message in its entirety other than the, like, several games got Christmas versions. Did you include Alone in the Dark 2 in there? Well, that's my phone letting me know that I went live. Jack in the dark, I'm gonna mute this thing so it doesn't bug me. Oh, hey, I'm back. Whoops. Forgot to go sideways. I'll tell you what's going sideways this attempt. Hey, Final Technique. Skyroads at Evo. Jumpo Master's overpowered. Ban Jumpo Master. I'll get there though. I just need to warm up to this and the like kind of bizarre timing. Chill FM jams here. Let's actually let's swap the music around. Oh yeah, this is good. Nice energetic music for a nice energetic attempt. Yeah. What other specs does the PC have? Let's see. It is a Pentium 2, 350 megahertz, 256 megs of RAM. Whoa, what? 256 megs of RAM. It has a S3 Trio Plus. S3 Trio Plus video card with, I think, 8 megs of RAM. Can I turn the music down a little bit? Yes, I can. That is something I can do. I got a knob right here. There's a knob. Is that better? I can't turn the music down separate from the sound effects, but I can turn the game down, I should say. So, yeah, let's see. It's a Trio Plus, I think, S3 video card. PCI. I have an ISA Sound Blaster 16 CT1774. Whoops. Yeah, I got a knob right here. Let me just crank this knob. Reminds me of that Hell Orbs song. Yeah, it's got a Sound Blaster 16 CT1774, I believe, is the model. Once you get into the older model Sound Blasters, the exact model number apparently becomes very important, I discovered. This is the one with the real OPL3. So it has the least set of issues. Whoop, fuck. I had the timing right. For that jump, too. It has the least set of issues compared to other models of Sound Blasters, except for the Sound Blaster Pro 2.0. Sound Blaster Pro 2 does not have any issues, but they cost about $200. This one cost me, I think, like $35 or something to get. Whoops. So that's kind of a good compromise, I think. The issue that it does have is that it will occasionally play, it'll play clicks when playing certain 8-bit audio streams. And that's it. That's the only problem. Fortunately, I haven't had too much issue with that. Some folks report that they get a lot of noise on these cards. I do get a little bit of noise, but that's a result of I've routed the PC speaker output from the motherboard through to the input on the Sound Blaster card, which allows me to actually output the PC speaker directly to capture without having to like mic the PC case or anything like that. I have some random bullshit CDRW drive in there, and instead of a hard drive, I'm using a I believe it's a StarTech compact flash converter, which has a front case mount so that I can load drives in and out of the I can load the hard drive in and out from outside the case, and it's currently running in a rack mount case in a rack with like my Extron and my audio interface and compressor and some other stuff. So nice compact unit. Whoop! Just bounce off into nowhere. Whoops. Yeah, I should probably do a write-up. I should probably do a little blurb about all the hardware that I use in my channel, like under the stream. Probably be a good idea. Fuck. Fuck, I knew I was gonna fuck it up there. I swear the gravity gets like a teensy bit higher when you're up higher. There's like a limit to how high you can jump when you're on the upper segment. Fuck. It's just like bonk into the side of it. Jeez. Oh, hey, it does the highlighting thing on stream. Thanks, Chatty. I bet there's a way to turn that off. That probably like requires restarting Chatty or something. I might leave that on though, you know? I might leave that on because it's good. It calls out attention to when people talking to me, so I'm less likely to ignore it. What? Oh. We'll get there. Don't worry, folks. There's just like one troll part at the end of the level that I don't remember how it goes, and then we'll be like done. I can set this game aside until the next time I get the urge to play it. Just gotta get through the high jump segment. Fuck, too late. Okay. One thing to anyone who's ever facing the prospect of rebuilding their OBS scenes, one thing I did find incredibly useful was, despite the scene collection getting incredibly corrupted on previous exports, I was able to copy out my audio device configuration and the filters that were applied. So like compressors, noise gate, that kind of stuff. That was very easy because it's right at the top of the JSON file. If you're ever doing that and you have a backup at all, even if it's maybe corrupted, that's one thing you can save yourself when you have to rebuild stuff. I've also learned that despite being several years old now or something, the Python support in OBS, Lua and Python scripting support, is not very mature and not very well maintained. Whoops. Need some coffee. Whoop. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I'm having a good weekend. Well, I'm rebuilding OBS, but I think it's turning out better. I kind of like the new chat font. I think Chatty's going to be a better choice overall. I managed to separate my scenes out into... I separated my scenes out into a much more manageable state. I'm using... Like, I composed the background and the foreground. Hey, Code Center CX. I composed the foreground and the background scenes, like the overlay and the background scenes, as separate scenes, and then added those scenes to each of my individual scenes that I need. So, like, I have my DOS scene, I have my Genesis scene. I haven't constructed the other ones yet because I have to do a bit of digging to figure out exactly what the transforms were and the settings were for my capture card in those scenes for the remaining 5 consoles. But yeah, it's I think a lot cleaner in the end. One thing I gotta figure out now is that, like, after having fixed a bunch of stuff, after having fixed a bunch of stuff, I'm now, like, seeing some weird stuff when I transition scenes that both have the same capture card in it. Because I have deactivate when not showing set, and it doesn't seem to be deactivating the previous instance when I transition scenes, so I'm not sure what's causing that. I gotta dig into it some more. Whoops. Zombie lab. God. If I remember correctly, when Macaw was calculating the, like, caloric value of that, he did the calculation for 1 serving or something, or 1 serving of each, and was like, oh, that's not too bad, it's only, like, however many megajoules. And I went back and I was like, wait, that's just for 1 serving. What is the actual value, and it was like 3,500 kilocalories or something like that. It was a lot. Hey, I could probably get permission from my coach to do that on like a Saturday morning right after the gym. Yeah. Was Dopefish Justin that archived that, right? Friendly actual archivist. Actually helped me out getting the Shadow over Mystera strategy guide and art book up there. Helped me out with the process and some of the stuff. Let me tell you, folks, if you've got something in physical form that doesn't have a quality scan online, just scan it. If you got a crappy home scanner, scan it and put it out there. Microsoft DOS for Scientologists in love. That is apparently the real DOS cover for one version of it. It's like an Atari game cartridge. Like, was it Chess? I think Atari Chess has a like completely outlandish cover art. Like some spaceships and shit. Yeah, that might be the one. Video checkers. It's got like a king and like a spaceship and like some dude looking super duper smug. It's a really good cover art. Legendary. Yeah, if somebody's got a link to that video checkers art, post that. I have a stack of Atari carts and an Atari 2600 back east, as they say, which I'm considering getting an RGB mod or something for the Atari, but it's like kind of an expensive proposition, and it's Atari. It's one of the few systems that I feel like emulation might be 100% accurate for, just because it's so simple. But I don't know. I'm no expert at Atari, that's for sure. Whoops. Oh. And then I'd have to get like an EverDrive or something, a flash cart for it. So like, is it worth the like $500 or $600 to get an Atari up to snuff for capture? Is it worth it? Not sure. Whoops. Oh, I'm clicking on that. I'm clicking on that. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Cool ass king. Hell yeah. Look at how smug that kid is, too. He's like, yeah, fucking king me. It's good. It's good. Whoa. Fuck. Oh, what is the... I didn't even look. What is the title? Fuck. All right, let's. I gotta look at the title. Pretty good. How to control homebrew scene. VCS. Interesting. Whoops. I'm trying to remember, because like, I actually, the Atari that I have, I picked up at a thrift store for like $5 in like 2004 or something. Just because it came with like 20 games. It had this whole box that it was set up in and everything. But I think I had like the weird Atari, the like 5400 or something when I was a kid. And it was like, the only game I really remember was some like firefighter game. I want to say it was called like Towering Inferno or something. And then like a friend of my brother, my elder brother, his friend had the like 7800. And that was just like, wow, this is so cool compared to the shitty one I have. And then Nintendo came out and fucking all bets were off. Whoops. A mappy. Interesting. Visually jaw-dropping, and it's still mappy. No, wait, what was... It's not Mappy. Mappy isn't the game that I, like, hated as a kid. It was Mappy Land. Mappy Land, I rented once. And it took me... I don't know. It took me until, like, maybe 2017 to get over my hatred of Jellicoe. I forget what game I played that was like, oh, okay, maybe they're all right. But I played Mappy Land and the stupid fucking car game where you like have to fill in all the blocks. Oh, nice. A twice weekly show about Atari homebrew. That's pretty fucking cool. I might have to do it. I might have to get the... I might have to take the plunge, and eventually it'll be a long-term project. Fuck! That was too late. It was too late. So I forget if I have to jump on the high there. I think I have to jump not on the high there. Damn it. Yeah, I think I... Oh no, this is the one where it's like... The jumps are like just too long to make if you're on the right-hand side. I gotta check the progress meter next time I die at the end of the high segment. I get there. I gotta get in the habit of checking the progress meter every time I die, actually. Whoops. It's not very far that time. I did not get very far. My progress was small. Hey, Wall of Beef. Yeah, I finally got around to, because I was using the browser source stuff from Streamlabs. For my chat. But I switched it over to Chatty because it gives me better options for like sizing. Whoops. Well, okay, that's like 3/4 of the way. I feel like I gotta go on the left, but I don't know if it's gonna troll me and one of those paths is correct. Damn it. It's funny, I've been using Comic Sans for nearly everything else on my layout except for chat because it wasn't available in Streamlabs for almost a year now. Almost a year now I've been using Comic Sans for everything. It's only when I changed chat over that people started noticing. Because it's funny, mostly. Also, surprisingly, Comic Sans, I learned, has an incredibly high readability score for people with dyslexia. It's something about it apparently makes it easy to decipher. Since I heard that, whether it's, I don't know, psychosomatic or whatever, I do realize, like, I have a way easier time reading chat now in Chatty in Comic Sans than I did when I was using just the window. Hey, Kenny Jackson, welcome. Whoops. Yeah, this game. Just playing one level. We're just gonna play this one level until I finish it, and then I'm gonna move on to a different game. But who knows how long we could be here? I made it about 3/4 of the way through the level so far. It is, Cinotar. It is. That's what the next game is. I've been eyeing Take No Prisoners for a little while now. Well, damn it! Now I'm stealing your game. Oh, too early. This is Skyroads. This is a very good game. Programmed by basically one dude, as far as I know, who would later go on to become an engineer on like Skype and some other high-profile. Well, Wall of Beef. I did stream 7th Cross prior to Landale. I streamed it before him, but I think Puri was speedrunning it long before either of us. Hey, you know what? Nobody owns a game. No reason that Cinotar can't go stream Take No Prisoners. I'm sure he'll play it entirely different than I will. That's what I like, It's like you can always get something out of watching a different person stream a game because they have entirely different experiences with it. I mean, for example, I saw Tom playing one of the Gothic games, and I was like, oh, hey, yeah, he's playing it way different than Cinotar played it. This is fun. I'll watch this for a bit. Or another example would be like how Macaw never finished the Broken Land, and I did. You can't see me grinning right now, but I am. Trust me. Oh shit, that's right. I wasn't supposed to mention the Broken Land. If you can get a game to run, you can get it to run well. Hardware is usually just a gimmick. I pulled all this stuff out. I pulled all this stuff out just because, I mean, shit, I got it. I've got most of the stuff. So why not? You know, why not have fun with it? Oops. Necrodrome. Necrodrome is the sequel to Quarantine, right? Or like they're completely unrelated, but they look almost identical. Microman. I don't think I do remember Microman. The name doesn't ring any bells. Oh, right. Yeah, it's the sequel to Cyclones, but it looks like the sequel to Quarantine. Fuck. You know another game I want to get out that I don't know if shit. I don't know if there's actually anything to it other than just like arena fights, but Rocket Jockey. That's another one on my list of shit to get working. Last time I tried to get Rocket Jockey working, it was a disaster because it's a 95 game and uses like an entirely deprecated DirectX, like DirectX 4 or something. One of the flyover DirectXs. Like after 3, before 6. And then like 7, 8 were also flyover, I think. It's like DirectXs that are not a multiple of 3 or greater than 9. Or just it's gone forever. But yeah, Rocket Jockeys. Where you fucking lasso your Kansas City of DirectX. Where you lasso your opponents off of their fucking giant 1950s rockets with grappling hooks, and then you drag them around and kill them horribly. And it's like early 3D before, I don't know, bilinear filtering on textures. Are there 2 Kansas cities and one of them's in Kansas and one of them isn't? Am I making that up? Like, of all of the places to duplicate, why Kansas City? You could have picked a better town to duplicate, folks. I mean, maybe the barbecue is really good. Good enough for 2 cities. Whoops. It reminds me, like, there's a town near my hometown that, legend has it that, Well, they were copying British town names at the time, and like they didn't know where they were going to draw the maps, like the lines on the maps or something. And they're like, "Hey, you can't have two of the same town in the same state. It's too confusing." So the folks in that town decided, "Hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna call our town. We're gonna add great to the name. We're gonna add great to the name." They have this great town, and then they drew the map lines, and then there isn't even a duplicate town in the same state for that one. The town is basically ironically called Great now. Ah! You know, I'm fortunate. This house is like extremely well sound insulated. I can crank shit up as loud as I want. My neighbors can't hear shit. Which makes me wonder when I hear like a loud like thumping like music coming from outside. It makes me wonder just how loud that must be for me to actually hear it in here. Crater Great area. Oh. I do live in a great area. Los Angeles is a great area. I think a lot of people made up their mind about what Los Angeles is based on like rock songs talking shit about Los Angeles, but it's a fantastic place. I love it. Oh, shit. So close. Yeah, Predator 2 and Demolition Man. Yeah, I can see not liking the heat in LA. I'm pretty tolerant of heat, so it doesn't bother me too much. Though I got to admit, I don't. I very much like the sunlight in LA, just the abundance of sunlight. And I like the fact that it has the
my God, that's fantastic.
What do they call it? The Mediterranean climate. Thank you for the host, Okon Kun. Where basically it's a 2-season climate, right? It's not 4 seasons, spring, summer, fall, winter, whatever. It's a dry season and a rainy season. And the rainy season lasts about a week in January. But I kind of like that. And I like the fact that there's just like this tremendous abundance of sunlight. So like when it does rain, I feel excited for the rain because it's so rare. And you always say, like, oh yeah, we need the rain. It's good. So you always feel good about rain. When you live somewhere where it rains all the time, you're like, I feel awful because I'm like, it's always dark and rainy and I can't go outside if I wanted to. And then like, when it is sunny, you're like, oh man, too bad it was sunny on a weekday. I can't go out and enjoy it or whatever. It's wasted, so you feel doubly bad. But I don't know. I think that's yeah, it could just be me, you know. Like I like sunlight because it makes me feel more like awake and energetic when there's sunlight. I used to live in an apartment downtown that was on the top floor of an old bank building and had skylights, and it was great because I would wake up every morning and I like just felt great. I was like, hell yeah, I want to wake up in the morning because it was like just there was a lot of sunlight coming in. So that I feel like it improved my mood a lot. But yeah, that is a legitimate complaint. If you're not a fan of dry heat and a generally Mediterranean type climate, you might not like LA. Yeah, that could do it to you. I will read that giant block of text after I fail this attempt. Oh, I know what that is, Zokan Kun. That's Talk to Transformer talking. The thing I do like about the heat in LA is, as hot as it gets, it's never humid. It's never humid. And like, where I grew up, we got like, yes, this is Wall of Beef. This is the final stage. We got like, we'd get 100 plus degrees Fahrenheit summers, like days in the summer, and it would be like 70% or more humidity. I always wondered, like, 100% humidity, doesn't that mean you're like basically underwater? But we had one day it was 100% humidity, and it was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was the worst. It was just absolutely the worst. Damn it. I do appreciate it. Whoops. I do appreciate it. Talk to Transformer is one of my favorite pieces of AI couture lately. My favorite thing to do with that is to give it a list of things like oh yeah, Denier, this game might be kind of... The perspective and the movement might be kind of rough for you. I do apologize. Ah. I can imagine this causing some problems for motion sickness. This is almost a rhythm game. Oh, I made it. Oh, I forgot that it... Okay. That's so close to the end, though. So close. Okay. I almost made it. Did everybody see how full the progress meter was? Yeah, it's like... I think I know what you mean, Denier. Like, the explosion deaths don't bug me as much as the falling deaths do kind of, like... I feel like a moment of almost vertigo. It was much worse when I was a kid, that it was like, whoa. Ah. I still get this thing where, like, whenever I fall, Hey, Vulpix. Yeah, the chat rules were generated from searching for the word gullible, I think. One of the results to a search of the word gullible fed into Talk to Transformer, the neural network. Whoa. Which is rule 11? I kind of forget. Yeah, this level is difficult. It's a little bit difficult. Whoops. Know what to do with your life. I think less so than rules. I think they're more chat goals. Yeah, even to this day, like when I fall, certain falls, I'll like my calves will tense up, and I'll like lift my feet up onto the balls of my feet. I don't know why that specific physical reaction, but that's like nyeh. My nervous system makes the, like, Three Stooges curly noise. Chat silence or not, it's not gonna affect any real attempt. Oops. When I get in the zone, I'm in the zone. Like, chat disappears for me, basically. But getting through the first part consistently is kind of a challenge. Because it's like, go here, you hold down spacebar, you jump, and you get to the next one. Thank you, Transformer. Yes, you get here. There's a split-second delay on that second jump, and then these are all... From here out, you can't rely on auto jump. Best restaurant, I mean all the time. Is it possible to jump from the high spot to the H? I guess you can't. I guess you can't. You just got to do the. You got to do the thing on the right. Oops. Here we go. You got to cut that first jump as close to the fire pit as possible. That helps. Whoops. That helps avoid. The random explosion. Whoops.
My God, that's fantastic.
Sinersha, thank you for the host. Welcome, welcome. Into some Skyroads. What were you playing today, Sinersha? I'm sad I missed it. Always like a good Sinersha stream. Getting too rowdy. Getting too rowdy with the streaming. Disruptive. Your wife's studies. Oops. I'm just gonna play one level, Dot. It's just one level. Once I finish this level, I'll move on to the other game. It's not like I'll be here all day. I think your sub... Did your sub elapse a while ago? Maybe? I think when there was some stuff going on. Whoa! Oh, I missed. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, this could be, it could take a while. I gave it a good 2 hours, 2.5 hours maybe 3 hours last time I streamed it earlier in the week. This is unfinished business. I need that last little pip. Whoops. Oh boy. Oh, Dot. I inadvertently found a way that you can copy a set of filters from one audio source to another for OBS, though not in OBS. Yeah, you just open up the XML file and copy the, not the XML, you open up the JSON file and you copy the filters section. I had to go into my corrupted JSON file and pull out the audio sources so that I had my correct filters and stuff in place, because fuck if I remember what I did. Whoa. Okay. Oops. Oops. Yeah, it's funny. The reason I think I could get past this game when I played it as a kid, or the reason why I got so good at it, was I would spend I would spend like, I'd say a good 5 or 6 hours a day playing this for weeks straight. Like, this was the game I played when you know, like, when you're like, oh man, I don't want to start a really, involved game. I just want to play something quick. This was the game I played for something quick. And you know how this game is. Look at it. I can't stop. So, yeah, this is my randomizer. Okay, we're gonna change the music. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna play something quick, you know, for 5 or 6 hours. It took me probably a good couple of months to be able to beat like the Earth levels and the like later weirder levels. It took me probably just as long to beat Druidia 2 for the first time. And then this level, probably the same. Oh man, Might and Magic 6 randomizer. What has science done? Whoops. There's also that like bizarro Might and Magic 678 combiner mod. I saw Chubo play that. That was something. Whoops. I love the way Chubo played that game too, because it was like it turned it into like an FPS basically after the first few levels. I hope someday, Sinersha. I really enjoyed your streams of Might and Magic 6, despite the state of your paladin. I'm kidding. I mean, despite the backseaters that arrived. It's good streams. Lots of fun. Oh yeah, the bit badges. So
I can hear strange music. It's really eerie here. I feel as if I'm in a strange world.
Dot, thank you for the subscription.
Show my 1 month streak in the chat message.
Thank you, Geraint. The notification itself or Geraint? Geraint is the English-speaking Welsh voice. The notification itself was from Dark Secrets of Africa. Good old Howard Hawk. Oh, I changed the next emote. I changed the next emote to Robert's hand because I think that'd be a really good combining emote. It works with so many things. Any left-facing face, really. Hey, enemy leader. Yeah, the information superhighway. I think it was still... Had it been called that yet at this time? Did it exist? Oh, hell yeah, Alone in the Dark 2. Hi, guy. Most polite zombies. Most polite zombies in a video game. Morning, sir. I love the pirate descriptions. Join ship's crew, March 1st, 1883. Shorty leg. It's so good. Oh shit. Fuck. Synertia. I have to ask you first because you're the top Alone in the Dark streamer on Twitch. But hold on. May I use the pirate's logbook voices as follow notifications? Because that's the fucking best idea I've ever had. Isn't that great? Tell me that's not great. Whoops. Thank you, Synertia. Thank you. Isn't that a great idea, though? Get the dates and the names of the pirates, and then you randomize it so that you get a random notification each time. Oh, I wish it could. Like, for resubs, record a different, like, do the impression of the voice, record a different one for each resub. Oh, fuck, I did it too early. And, like, the date of their first sub. I wonder if I can get that information out of analytics. Ah. 85%. I think you mean the completion, right? Thank you, Junior. Yeah, I'm so close, right? It's just that one segment, and then the segment after it that I gotta get right. Just getting there is hard. Fuck. I had Alone in the Dark 3, the CD-ROM version, I guess. I don't know if they made a non-CD-ROM version as a kid. And man, I was disappointed compared to Alone in the Dark 1. Because I never played Alone in the Dark 2, I think that's when it went off the rails. So, like, I was surprised by, like, how combat-focused it was and how simple and straightforward the puzzles were, how linear it was. Oh man, Alone in the Dick 2 and 3. You know, as real as this hardware is, I believe it would be impossible to, it would not be possible to play Alone in the Dick on this real hardware. The crane game, the UFO catcher would be way too fast. Whoops. But yeah, Alone in the Dark 3, like the linearity kind of messed with me. Yeah, I think so. Alone in the Dick is like 486 33 material. Something like that. And I can't think of a way to run a Windows game with something like Moslow. Maybe if you ran it in Windows 3.1 and ran Windows, you started Windows with Moslow, but I don't know how that would mess with things. You know what's incredibly impressive to me? Fuck, I jumped early again. God damn it. It's possible, but I don't think you'd be able to get this down to an acceptable speed. One thing that impresses me is this game is running at full speed with no like slowdown tricks. I didn't slow down enough. I didn't slow down. Wait, why did it show my speed as full? I was trying to slow down. Did I fuck up? I might have done. Yeah, like early Pentium stuff. Moslow seems to be like it's indispensable. There's another utility called Slowdown, which I'm interested in getting. Working, and Slowdown seems really good because it allows you to specify a CPU and clock speed as a target, and that would be super helpful for like that would be super helpful for getting games to run on specific speed settings, because I could then like make batch files out of it or whatever. But it locks up. It locks up the PC when I run it. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong and I need to like specify more options. Oh, come on. I thought I had it. If I'm doing something wrong and I need to specify more options, or if it's just a bum exe. My personal best is, I think, like 4 platforms into the weirdly spaced brown blocks after the hi everyone or whatever that message says. Imagine if the last level of this was just like a straight highway with messages scrolling on the side, and you just like, you automatically won. Ring World. I kind of remember. I don't think I've read anything about Ring World, but I've been like aware of it for a very long time. Did Ringworld ever get any other media? Movies, games? Because I'm also thinking of What's the other one with the giant space turtle? Discworld. Discworld is the other one I'm thinking of. Discworld got a game. Interesting. Whoops. Yeah, it's interesting. This game, I don't know, like, I assume there's pretty tough limits to, how much time you could save on this, other than simply doing a no-death run of this. Now, a no-death run of this would be incredibly impressive. And, kind of by default, one of the fastest times you could get to clear the whole game. No need to apologize for having nice clothing, Synertia. No need to apologize. It's something I ought to do more of. I tend to, I just buy permanent press stuff and throw it in the dryer. That's my version of ironing. Whoops. Oh man, a blindfolded run of this, jeez. What's interesting about this game is that, unlike many other DOS games, this game is a good candidate for at least some kind of skill or time-based execution-based gameplay, because it has a frame rate cap, and it runs consistently on pretty much any hardware above that frame rate cap. You could probably install DOS on like a i7, a modern i9. If you could get DOS to install and run, you could probably play this game as effectively on that as you could on this, or on like a 486 or 386 back in the day. Probably a 386 DX would probably be the minimum for this to run at full speed. But then once it gets up to full speed, there's no question of timings, which I think for speedrun purposes could harm a lot of DOS games, because what speed do you run it on? Do you say, oh, it has to be run on DOSBox on this number of cycles, and then totally eliminate real hardware from the competition? Do you, I guess one way you could do it is, you'd have to count, the number of frames used instead of the actual time of the run, but then there's other problems with that. It's just a big mess. Any computer with variable speed. Although I guess it's sure, if you can run the game faster, your reactions have to be faster, but then you're shutting out people who don't have the hardware to emulate stuff that fast. People will go real far to say they did something on the internet. For some reason. Which reminds me, I submitted It Came From the Desert for Turbo CD, and whoops. Hey, opponent. Hey, great gentleman. But yeah, I submitted my request to add It Came from the Desert, Turbo CD, and The Broken Land to speedrun.com. I haven't heard back yet. The folks at Moby Games were much more responsive in adding Lore Master to their site. It would be an honor, Inertia. Damn it! Tactical deployment of good material. The Broken Land. What a game. It's like 2 hours of exploiting the shop, and then like a mad dash through the rest of the game and giant bosses. You know, I just noticed something. I'm sure somebody else has noticed this at some point. But since Mortis is a mod, in the chatty like user list, he's got a $sign in front of the name, and it looks like Sex Mortis. Bring the whole capture setup to GDQ. That's your DJ name with the $sign for the S. Sex Mortis. It's pretty good. They changed everything in Grim Dawn. I played a bunch of Grim Dawn. I like me a Grim Dawn. Oh, hold on. Oh, there, I'm dead. Huh. I don't know what they did that changed everything a lot. I haven't played in a few months, though. Damn it. I think, can you turn that off? I think you can turn that off in the options menu, maybe. I think that is a toggleable option, which I might have had on at some point. They've been pretty good about making any option like that toggleable as well, if it's a new option I haven't seen before. Maybe I had my character health on and off at the top above the character. Interesting. A bunch of visual updates. I've been really pleased with the support they've given that game. Whoops. Oops. This game is very good. Like, I can't think off the top of my head of another game that I would keep banging my head on the same level over and over and over again like this for as long and then come back to it. I can't think of any other game. Oh. Yeah, Grim Dawn is really good. Would I bang my head on Mega Race? Nope. Grim Dawn is a very good game. Lots of fun, lots of fun, lots of options for character development. Lots of interesting stuff, fun visuals. Hey, Rain, how are you? Welcome to Skyroads forever. It's gonna take me hours to beat this level, apparently. What? Oh. The Horde. I assume that's relatives' children. Creating basic games. The best I got in basic was doing like color patterns and stuff, and converting the monkeys game, converting gorillas to like use more colors was the most thing I did in early basic. I might have made like some really shit text adventure too, but it didn't have like a proper parser or anything. It was just a bunch of like go statements. Go to. Hey, you know, the positive of that story, Rain, is the positive of that story is at least he was angry that he thought you were playing Fortnite, right? That's a step up. At least he wasn't angry that you weren't playing Fortnite, right? Gotta take what you can in these interactions. Oh, when is Alone in the Dick? I don't know, when Macaw grows a pair and fucking opens up a Mixer account. Minecraft versus Fortnite. Oh, brilliant title for a million views YouTube video. Minecraft versus Fortnite explained, and it's got somebody making like a surprised face on the thumbnail, and there's like a big red question mark, and part of the background, which is an indistinct part of a video game, is circled. And then the content of the video is not anything about what the title is. It's just like, it's like procedurally generated content. Be good. Yeah, so Macaw's got to set up his Pornhub streaming account, Macaque45, so that he can stream Alone in the Dick, and it won't just be like 24 hours of Vince. Whoops. Whoops. When will I stream real porn? Alone in the Duke. Woof. Isn't that what cast is for, basically, though? Okay. No! That's the farthest I've got. Oops. Okay. Need to do something real quick. We're gonna get a peek behind the curtain here because I forgot to set up a BRB scene. So I need to do that right now. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it live. Ugh. So I need to take a break. We're gonna make a BRB scene right now. We're gonna do it live. First, we're gonna add our background scene. And we're gonna add our overlay scene. Then we're gonna copy this guy and paste duplicate. Apparently, you should never ever paste reference in OBS. It doesn't work very well. There's no point to it. And then we need some text. BRB. We'll name this Be Right Back. You need to pick a font. There's only one font you should consider for your layout. Very readable font, very good readable font. 144 point bold. And we're going to change the color. A good non-bleeding color. I'm going to add an outline. Black outline. Oops. And set the width, I think, to 5, maybe? Just 5. And we're going to say, be right back. Yeah, there we go. Toss that up in the middle here. And I will be right back. Just a few minutes. right, I'm back. Let me catch up on chat here before we go dive back into the game. Alright. Let's get back to the game. Need to get a little snack. Somehow I managed to mess up this mic gooseneck every time I move it around. Yeah, it's a little weird, right? Like, can't stream porn games because sex is worse than violence, folks. It's an important message for our kids. Plexstorm. Is Plexstorm the thing that, like, used to be Hitbox and then it changed its name to something else and then now it's Plexstorm? Or is it different? Is it an event in EVE Online where they're giving away free time extensions? I see. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's give this another go. New music. Yeah, love the mature rating on Twitch. Mature rating on Twitch means you're at risk of banning if you stay on boobies too long or you stream a porn game. I wonder why it is that it's become such a thing for people to demonize sex. Like, is it because there's a belief that or research that shows that, like, sexual violence follows sexual violence in games or something like that? I don't know. It kind of baffles me. God damn it. Because, I mean, there's sure as shit some creepy-ass sex games out there. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I think it's a weird topic, and if anyone feels uncomfortable with the topic, please let me know. I don't want to make anyone, you know, feel uncomfortable, but it's a weird thing to me that like, yeah, pull this guy's spine out and crush his heart and like, you know, that kind of shit, or like the fucking, you know what freaks me out is the like overly long and freakish death scenes in the new Tomb Raider games. That it's like, hey, we couldn't make the character too sexy, but this is fine. This is fine. Death fantasy is fine. Which I find far more disturbing than like making characters, male and female, more sexual in games. I don't know. I think there's a lot to be said about both Christmas version. I think there's a lot to be said about the about context, right? That, like, I mean, shit. I remember one time there was a father with his kid, and the kid was playing with some like stranger's kid, and the father was telling the kid, like, no son, don't Power Ranger, because the kid was like trying to hit the other kid, and it's like, well, shit, like, fucking, that shit needs context. So you don't think like that's what people do, is like horrible violence and like weird fucked up shit. But I don't know. The algorithm gives us context now. Yeah, I heard about that. Like there was yeah, they do give us content. The death of content. There was I recall reading a similar article to the Mortal Kombat thing about the people who worked on Chiller, that really like fucked up. Was it a light gun game, or like not a light gun, but a gun joystick kind of game for arcades that was like just super fucked up, and like even though it was like, you know, low res pixelated graphics, like the people who were working on it were like having nightmares for like months and months and months after having worked on the game. They were like, yo, this seriously fucked me up, and they like don't want to think about it or talk about it even to this day. I heard there was like some really fucked up stuff behind the scenes. Cause like, yeah, like, cause it was like, even though it's just a little drawing, like people were fucked up by it. People were fucked up by working on it. But yeah, I wasn't sure whether it was like an actual light gun or a what's it called, like Operation Wolf, where the gun is a joystick and it just moves a cursor on screen. Is there a name for that kind of gun game? Oof, yeah, like it's gotta mess you up. Like especially when you're creating it, right? You're like, yeah, I made this happen. This is something that I did, and like ownership, like that kind of ownership stuff. The concept of ownership of graphic images. Oops. Fuck. Damn it. The random explosion. Fuck. Fuck. But hey, you can play Chiller on Twitch. Wait, maybe you can't. I think it has boobs. Yeah, I wonder when did the first DOS games when did the first DOS games use polygons? I think Alone in the Dark was one of the first, right? One of the earliest uses of textured polygons. A little super copy here. Oh man, what if I tried to play this from the capture window? Let's try this. Whoops. I'm playing from the capture window now. Which has like maybe 10 frames of delay. Yeah, that's impossible. Yeah, I heard some weird stuff about the development of Chiller that like nobody really understood what they were working on, and they just like kind of went off the rails or something. I don't recall exactly what I read, but it was like, man, that must have been a fucked up game to work on. Was the impression, my takeaway from what I read. Fuck. 84. What game, Whoops. Whoops. I'm curious what game for a home computer was the first to use polygons. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, come on. Come on. I'll finish this game one day. Someday. Someday. Oh man, that'd be a good, Isn't it good, Dot? Isn't it good? This game is good. Whoops. I bet you would be good at this game, Dot. The problem is, would you be able to play it without input delay in DOSBox? There are several problems with DOSBox in this context. Because I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it until I hooked up the real hardware rig, but DOS games run at 70 hertz, typically. You know, it'd be good. You know, it would be a good channel is a channel that had just vintage, just retro screensavers. Retro screensavers that cycle every, couple hours or so. And, hello, Minmo. What an adorable kitten. Have a channel that just runs like relaxing MIDI files on like Microsoft Wavetable GS, and oh, I slowed down too much. Fuck. BMX XXX is not allowed. Specifically by name. See, I think they should have a policy of a game has to be specifically blacklisted in order to be like they should have a policy where a game has to be specifically blacklisted. So like, if you're the first person to stream the game, you're good. You got it. They only get one. That way Macaw could stream all of his weird bullshit. And then it'd be like, okay, now you can't stream it. Nobody else can stream it now. We've got a VOD. And then when the VOD disappears, it's open season again. Anti-horse riding. Good lord. That gives a whole new context to the phrase horseback riding or horse riding. Splatterhouse Dojin. Have to be going maximum speed to reach that, and then you have to oh my. What are you doing to me? The end. Hell yeah. Yay, did it. I did it, folks. The end. It only took something like 5 hours for that last road. Damn. Oh. Fucking yeah, game of the century. There you go, folks. Yeah, that like after doing all of that like high-speed jumping, like that slowdown and the like splits almost fucked me up, like completely. just driving real slow left and right, and then that one last corner jump. If I wouldn't have made that, I would be so mad. I would have actually become frustrated. But there you go, folks. That is. Where's the thing? I need to add a stream marker here. I can't type on that keyboard. Finish. But yeah. That's Skyroads, folks. That's all of it. What an excellent game. I recommend anyone to play this game. It's incredibly good. Incredibly good game. Alright, now, we need to do some things here.